Hello and welcome to another episode of Good Brews, Bad Views. I'm your host, Max Nestorowicz, and as always, joined by Ryan Everett.
Hey.
And James Thorpe.
Hi.
So we are continuing our initial bad movies trilogy with Ryan's pick. So Ryan, why don't you tell us about what we're watching today?
We are watching the third live-action Ninja Turtles movie from the early 90s, one in which they are sent back in time to Japan. Is it feudal Japan, James? Is that the right term?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Feudalish?
Feudal.
Okay.
Feudal-ish.
Feudalish.
There's feuds.
Yeah, I...
Surfs.
Right.
They should go surfing, though.
They should.
They needed to. That would have made this movie better.
We got enough surfing last movie.
More surfing.
Yeah, surfing quota is done for the rest of the show.
All right.
But yeah, I remember I was very big into Ninja Turtles when I was younger, as you know, a lot of people were, I guess. But I really liked the first two movies a lot. And then this movie came out, and I hated it. Like, as a little kid, to hate a movie as much as I hated this one surprised me, and that's why this is my earliest memory of a movie that's just bad, and I didn't like it. Having seen this one now more recently than the other two, because of this podcast, I feel that tonally the three movies declined. You know, the first one is, relatively speaking, is the darkest out of all of them, and then they get more silly. And I just thought this one went so far down to the silliness that it just became pandering even to my young child mind.
Ryan.
So this is the Batman and Robin of Turtles movies?
Yeah, right, something like that.
The second one had Vanilla Ice in it.
I know, and I still thought this one was worse. What does that tell you?
No,
Ninja rap.
I have a soft spot for Secret of the Ooze. I had a friend once who
I loved it.
would always imply that the first Turtles movie was the best one, and just to be a complete contrarian, I was like, no, Secret of the Ooze is better.
You would, Max.
Yep.
That sounds like Max.
That's like how you like Alien better than Aliens.
I do like Alien better than Aliens.
No
Because
fault
you're a
there.
bad
They're both
person.
Great.
Whatever.
They're both great. They're both good.
They're different movies, and I prefer
Well, they are different movies because they're not the same movie.
Oh,
I
you're
prefer
fired.
Ridley Scott to James Cameron.
I'm just going to cut his mic off partway through and not tell him.
All right, cool. Good. He's still loud.
You'll
That's
still,
what's gonna happen.
I'll
I
still
know.
get picked up on your mics.
You jackass.
All right, enough of that.
See? It works.
Yeah, damn it. All right, so if you're watching along with us, we have this movie queued up on Amazon. It's available for rental there as well as on YouTube. The New Line Cinema logo has just kind of finished appearing on the screen. That weird angly film strip has just intersected the corner. So hit play now.
Yeah, as a post-projectionist, Ryan, I'd imagine you don't want it to look like that.
Yeah, that's not a great thing.
Okay.
You're going to wind up with film on the floor. And we were just commenting, this opening shot is very cool.
It's pretty.
They've got a ketchup visual effect here.
Ketchup sun.
Smeared some ketchup on the lens.
Ketchup sun. The ketchup filter.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I was looking for.
The only thing that ruins this shot is the material flapping on the leftmost silhouette when he comes up here. It has some weird clipping with the effects.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Aside from that, this is a really cool shot. So that's how Japan made their flag, right? They watched this movie, thought it was cool, and then they made their flag from this movie. I would think. No?
No.
I think you're wrong.
Now we've gone from ketchup filter to spicy brown mustard.
Right.
Yeah.
I do like this slow transition into color here. Interesting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of color in this movie in comparison to a lot of the other movies we've watched.
Agreed.
Yeah, this is probably one of the brightest and silliest movies we've watched.
Yeah, with the exception of the weird scenes in Gamer that, again, look like, you know, it's bath salts the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree.
I would say that Dude, Where's My Car was also very bright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And silly.
Yeah, very.
Death Race 2051 probably comes closest to how silly this movie gets, though.
Man, do I have a soft spot for that movie now. So, when that chick finally speaks later in the movie, her first couple of lines sound like it's delivered by a 6-year-old chain-smoking American. This is a really poorly shot and poorly choreographed sword fight.
Yeah.
Even for this movie.
The scene stinks of ADR.
Yeah.
Just all the voiceover.
So I want your guys' opinion on something. This movie, as far as characters speaking in English or Japanese, to me, it's often tied to how far away the camera is from the action. And the scenes where it's far away, everyone's speaking in Japanese, but every time it's close in, they're speaking in English.
I do like the transition of
I like
grabbing
it
the
too.
sword
Yeah.
to the subway.
A good kinetic follow through there. I like it.
How do you guys feel about the movie not opening with the turtles? Because that opening scene to me doesn't provide any context to anything.
Yeah.
Not that this scene is important in any way, shape, or form, mind you.
No, this is the scene that gets the kiddies hyped up for the rest of the movie, James.
Yeah.
I could do with less turtle dancing.
Yeah. This is a very 90s sequence.
There's a lot of very 90s things that this movie does, in addition to just making all sorts of 90s references.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even some beyond to other pop culture things. But
So, interesting little music factoid. This is the first Turtles movie of the live action that didn't have like a theme song written for the movie.
Interesting.
So,
Now, we on the way here, Max, we were talking. You were talking about how these outfits look cheaper than the
Yep.
previous ones,
Yep.
and they definitely do. However, from a marketing perspective, these outfits
Are
look
easy to reproduce.
They look really, really close to the toys that
Right.
came out.
yes.
And I'm glad you brought that up. That was one of the things I immediately noticed the first time I saw this movie. I was like, I don't like their suits as good. Like, I didn't think the Turtles looked as good as the first two movies.
Well, they
Well,
don't.
The
Right,
Turtles
yeah.
in the first two movies, their suits were designed by Jim Henson.
Right.
So, and Jim Henson is on record saying like they were the most complex thing he designed. Apparently, they were like hellacious to wear for the people the
Right.
people wearing them, but these ones they just look a little more cheap. I don't know, flimsy.
They look more costumish.
Yeah,
Yeah. There is pretty good movement in the suits.
Yeah, it looks fairly fluid and unrestricted.
Yeah.
you have to kind of wonder though. Here they were doing things rather quickly, but later when you see them doing fight scenes, the fight scenes all seem very slow.
Yeah.
So was that just
Yeah,
setup
most of the
footage?
time, yeah.
My guess is that while they can move very quickly in the suit, the sight lines in the suit are probably really restrictive.
Yeah.
So when you're fighting other people, you
gotta
can't
slow down
You have
to
to
keep
slow
yourself.
down from that perspective.
Yeah.
So
So
speaking of
apparently-
them, go ahead. Max.
Apparently, Vanilla Ice and Ninja Rap did not pan out for the Ninja Turtles,
No.
and Raph, as always, being a whiny little bitch,
Hmm.
because that's what he does in every Turtles movie ever.
I like first movie
Just
Raph
angst,
the best.
angst.
Yeah. I also like First April better than this one, I think, but I haven't seen the other movies in a long time.
Yep. Same actress as the previous one.
Spelunking for pork rinds is a great line.
Yes. That's a great band name too.
Yes.
And because it's the 90s, black leather.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
This chick looks like a girl I know. It's freaking me out. Yeah, the flea market. David.
Notice that the
Garfunkel.
credits are still going.
Yeah.
Raph always wanted to be Indiana Jones.
Right.
Yeah.
Nifty lid. So Corey Feldman voices Donatello.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact.
He also voiced Donatello in the first movie, but not in the second. Fun fact. Corey Feldman was paid $1,500 to voice Donatello in the first one. He asked for a raise for this one, and they denied him a raise. So he, again, was only paid $1,500 to voice Donatello.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, this is before there was that huge, the current trend of having actual actors do voiceovers, which I will say, like, Robin Williams really started. So...
Mm-hmm.
But then you ever think, like, how many lines does Donatello actually have in the movie?
Not a whole hell of a lot, I guess.
Not a ton.
Some stupid Japanese bullshit.
Yes, that looks exactly like an egg timer.
Mhm.
And the credits are still going.
Yep,
There's
yep.
that's a long sequence between
Yep.
those those credits there.
Norinaga. Boom.
I like how the movie just assumes that we know. The movie just assumes we know it's back in the 1600s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to Japan next month, so I can report back if Japan does, in fact, still look like this.
Yeah, let us know.
Have you ever gotten to ring one of the one of the big cast iron bells like that, Ryan?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, I didn't do a lot of bell ringing when I was out there.
Okay.
It was 2 weeks, no bells.
There's a Buddhist temple in Hawaii called Byodo Temple at the Valley of the Temples, and you are able to chime a bell like that, and it has a very distinct noise.
See, camera's close in.
Yep.
Time for English.
Yep. Which, in one way, I actually kind of like that. Because as a children's movie, they're not going to turn this into subtitles.
Right.
Yeah. Children can't read.
Yeah, children can't. But it still allows them to continue to have that Japanese influence on things that are going on.
So the actor playing Lord Norinaga is Sab Shamino, who I recognize his voice. I couldn't at first pick it up, but after looking it up, he was in both Waterworld as one of the elders, and most famously, he was in the Jackie Chan Adventures as Uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more thing.
Yes, that guy.
He was also in Three Ninjas Kick Back, or Strike
Yes.
Back, or whatever the fuck.
One of the Three Ninjas movies. But yeah, still living.
You know what's better than Three Ninjas?
4 ninjas?
Surf
Turtles?
ninjas. Because they surf. Or surfing.
Jan British imperialist guy, that is Stuart Wilson.
Who was in Hot Fuzz? He's Dr. Hatcher from Hot Fuzz.
He was also in The Mask of Zorro as the main bad dude. Don Raphael.
You know, that's the third, at least, children are pesky joke in this movie. Because Splinter does one. This shithead just did one. And then Raphael does one at the end.
Exposition.
Yeah.
That
Lots
guy
of
hams up
candles.
his bad guy role pretty well. You know, I looked at that.
You know people are evil in this movie if they're wearing a hat.
Yeah, hats are evil.
Yeah.
I looked too quickly at that armor that was in the right side of the frame as the camera was turning, and it looked like a giant Lego Ant-Man sitting on the...
It's very hard to display anger when the tables are so short.
Right.
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na.
Oh boy.
You found the magic scepter. Would you like to take the magic scepter? You have taken the magic scepter.
Yeah. I like the bonsai tree there in the background as to remind you that we are indeed, in fact, in Japan.
Adoy. So this actor, his name is Aiden Hanzai. He actually has samurai in his lineage.
Oh, that's cool.
He's from
My
California.
egg timer.
Ancient family egg timer.
See?
Our egg production is disastrous without this. Egg cooking. Cooking jokes.
He was also in Gamer.
He was. What was the guy's name? Like Razor or something?
Razorblade.
Yeah.
Somehow all these movies connect to each other.
In a weird way.
Maybe it's because this movie was one of my formative movies, but I still really enjoy a lot of the humor between the turtles, especially Michelangelo's just complete idiocy.
Oh, I hate Michelangelo is always my least favorite.
Well, my favorite's always been Raphael, and I agree with you overall, but I don't know. I find him funny.
So that does bring up a interesting discussion. Who is your favorite turtle?
Raphael every time.
Raphael. Okay,
Yeah.
not surprised. James?
Wait, explain this. Why
yeah.
are you not surprised?
I don't know.
I want to know.
I don't know. You're just one of the people I know who like Raphael. Like
Okay.
their personality just seems to I don't know, go with it, I suppose.
I'll press you for details later, James.
I don't have many details, but I was going to say it was either Raphael or Michelangelo for you.
Gotcha. Just give me a hard time, Max.
Typically, as a kid, I always liked Donatello.
Oh, okay. Donatello for me as well.
The swapping of clothes is a really weird tick to throw in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It does add to some hilarity,
Yeah.
obviously
does,
for
yeah.
kids. But
wow, neat little detail that she also has his shoes.
yeah. Although apparently Walkmans don't count.
Yeah,
Walkmans go through time.
Yep. Consistent throughout time.
Yeah. I want to see those guys go through time, so we get to
Yeah.
see people come in with those kinds of little hats too.
Mhm.
Yep. Well, that was the original plan.
Yeah.
Another thing that was jarring for me was how terrible Splinter looks in this movie
Mm-hmm.
compared to the other ones.
Well, you only ever see him from the waist up.
Yeah,
you
he's
never
a-
see him actually like walk around.
Yeah,
and-
but it's all garbage. And weirdly, in the second half of this movie, almost every time Splinter talks, he's always raising his right hand, which is weird. But now it's his left hand.
Yeah. Now, see, I think that Splinter in the face and with his talking
snout?
features and his snout and everything, I think that looks fine.
Hmm.
His hands and his jerky motions to me are what take away from the puppet itself. I mean, he's clearly a puppet. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But from a perspective of this being a children's movie, I'm okay with it.
So Michelangelo just asked, "Hey, how'd you get in April's pants?"
Well done.
So again, there's like weird like adult puns in this movie that aren't necessarily like funny, but they're on the same like. They're not smart, really.
Yeah. I do appreciate that the turtles never skip leg day.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly. Obligatory Ninja Turtles pizza joke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they ever say cowabunga in this movie.
I don't think they do.
It might not.
Hmm.
I like how like
Ninjas,
just
pirates?
generic-y piratey they
Yeah.
are.
Get some blouses and some brown vests.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Occasionally, this guy, I forget the actor's name, but he reminds me of Vigo from Ghostbusters 2.
He does. It's the
Yeah.
hair.
I'll give
His
you that.
hair wants to
Vigo
mate
the
with April.
Carpathian.
It's Vigo.
Start talking about much better movies than this one.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters 2, you could argue we could probably do it on this podcast.
No. Mm-mm.
I'm down
I'm
with
not saying we
Ghostbusters
should.
too. This is more of just your prejudice against second movies in a series.
Hey,
Max.
I enjoy Ghostbusters 2, but
It's
it
great.
is nowhere near as good as Ghostbusters 1.
They're very good. Both good. For the second time. in
And
this
there are very,
podcast.
very few sequels better than the first movie.
True.
like Aliens.
I'm shaking my head at James.
SMH, though.
Well, we could do an entire podcast about Max and James talking back and forth about Alien and Aliens.
Rap music playing. Say the subtitles.
Yeah. The sequence of the turtles trying to go back in time is a really goofy one that comes up here real soon. Also, this is a ridiculous sequence. These guys going down on their knees to hit it like that.
Oh, these are jokes.
Oh,
That's funny.
I am jealous of his top knot.
Yes, it is quite
Pretty
nice.
great.
So, Ryan, you picked out today's beer. What are we drinking?
Oh, today we are drinking Scotty Karate from Dark Horse.
It says here, bourbon barrel aged
Let's reach
Scotch
for the
ale.
bottle. Yep. I like it really well so far. But something that I like better is from Founders. It's Backwoods Bastard. And
I don't know if I've had that one.
yeah, that's this is still very good. But if I'm gonna drink a beer like this, like a bourbon barrel kind of thing, that's gonna be my go-to if I can find it. But
Is
yeah,
that
this
also,
is very
is that
good.
also a Scotch ale?
Let me triple check. It's been a while.
Well, what do you think, James? What do you like? What do you like with this beer? Or how do you like this beer?
I like it. I am not a bourbon guy, but if bourbon tasted like this, I would be a bourbon guy.
Yeah, this is. I've had
Bourbon.
a number of bourbon barrel stuff. Like even Dragon's Milk is a bourbon barrel aged beer.
Yeah,
But this is way more boozy. Like at least in the bourbon is much more prominent than it is in Dragon's Milk. So it's almost like someone stuck me inside of a cask, which I know I enjoy bourbon, so I'm very much enjoying this so far.
Oh yeah, Backwards Bastard is a Scotch ale, but you gave it a 5, Max, according to Untapped.
Oh, Brian, I've drank like over 400 beers on Untapped.
Yeah,
I can't remember all of them.
I get it, beer sensei. I've got a ways to go.
I'm no beer sensei.
Oof.
But yeah, Dark Horse, 9.75. So
Good stuff.
GBBV
Up there.
So, yeah.
Me likey. I love the just complete. We're just gonna go for it and make up fake science.
Yeah.
with his vocab here.
The flangular.
Yeah.
With my 90s PCs.
Just chopping away, chippity chop. So while he's explaining to the kids what's going on, does anyone else think that Splinter's accent is not consistent in this movie? Like it borders on Hispanic sometimes? Because it does.
Maybe. I don't know. There's not enough Splinter talking. In my opinion, there's not enough what's going on in New York in this movie. Like,
yeah.
I feel like they really could have done a lot more with time displaced Japanese guards.
Right.
Yeah, this is the movie I want to see is Casey Jones
Casey
hanging
Jones.
out with the 4 Japanese
Yeah.
dudes that come back
Right.
in time.
Yep. I want that
They're
movie.
looking forward in time.
That's a miniseries I'd watch.
Yeah, I want to watch that movie.
See, I was never a big Casey Jones fan. What about you guys?
I liked it when he showed up. I mean, I liked him in the first movie, but again, tonally, this is much south of where the first one is, and he's really just here for comic relief instead of being like a competent, warrior.
Yeah.
Kind of thing in the first one. But,
Yep.
We also see his ancestor back in time.
right.
Yep.
Which I have named Antonio Banderas.
Oh, I was going to say Skinny Hugh Jackman.
See?
Splinter, it's not like you're going anywhere. Where are you going to go? You're a 4-foot rat.
Does he even leave the subway car at all during this movie?
No, because you only see him from the waist up.
Yeah. What is that graph on his left doing?
Flangulating
Yeah.
with the cosine.
See, they're going through all this trouble, and they should just see if she weighs as much as a duck.
Right.
Yep.
A duck.
It's like, for some reason, this guy reminds me of Wario.
I like that. He's also easily the sweatiest person in this movie.
How on earth does sweatiest? How on earth does April have a Rolex? She's a news reporter.
Yeah, right.
Who was back in the 90s when fake news wasn't a thing.
Yeah,
People weren't accusing of fake news.
And she's got 5 dependents living off of her dollar in the sewer.
Yeah.
Yep. She just goes to the flea market. You can pick up whatever junk she can find there.
Yeah, it's true.
Not like flea markets were trendy back in the 90s.
This scene brought to you by grunting.
Yes.
That is just a mess of a man.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
This
say
is
the word lads. That's how you know they're evil.
Yeah.
And also in the past.
Yes. This is another movie to me that feels old from the sets.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how Escape from LA felt old.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the past couple of movies have at least had good sets a lot of the times. I didn't think this one really did ever.
No,
Not even the outside the castle? Or like the
That's
castle
the
or
closest.
the village?
the village is interesting, but I
Yeah.
don't find anything distinctive about the village.
Yeah, it's just very kind of generic
village.
rural village.
Mhm.
There's no Monarch Theater.
and everything else is very claustrophobic and just kind of small.
A lot of close-ups. Everything's very...
I'm going to go learn ninjutsu from a pamphlet I found in the drain. Goddamn Michael Bay.
He's rocking that jacket.
Yeah. Someone says he looks like James Dean. Who was it?
Yeah, Michelangelo was like, it was this
Michael,
Japanese James Dean guy.
which is a weird thing they have in this movie,
Right.
that they make reference to all these like
Old movies.
in they're kid jokes,
Yeah.
but they're only jokes that adults will get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kid knows who Clint Eastwood is.
Yeah.
James, especially James Dean.
Yeah.
This is actually a pretty smart point from Michelangelo.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Buck ass naked.
Yeah.
See, yeah, and like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then Spitler's like, we don't have time for the debate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring on the naked Japanese dudes.
No one was debating. No.
No. Do you think that?
Where does he keep that pocket watch?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Do you think
another
that-
one, kids jokes.
Yeah, there he goes. Splinter just like gnawed all the holes in the walls so he can pop in and out of the rooms.
Well, it's time for my 2 o'clock gnawing.
2 o'clock intrusion.
Hey, what's up?
That's very Muppety,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
having
or,
people lean through the little...
I like that he goes and
laugh
runs
on
and
or
hides
whatever
behind
it's
the wall
called.
too.
Yeah. This transportation scene is about twice as long as it needs to be.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's a very drawn out sequence.
How would he know that? They've never been on airplanes.
They watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but and then the joke, he comes
Yep.
in.
I like how they're wearing like the little undergarments look like the,
The turtle,
turtles'
yeah.
Yeah.
shells.
They're a barbershop quartet. I like hitting people.
Yeah. Again, even these scenes, there's nothing.
It's just
This-
the field.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
there's
feels more like the Renaissance fair than anything.
Yeah.
It does. Which brings up a good point. Why isn't there more of a Japanese presence at the Renaissance Fair?
Cosmerica? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
I wonder if areas that have more like
Ethnically diverse there.
areas maybe do a little more of that.
That'd
But
be cool.
Yep.
Leonardo, were you not listening earlier when Michelangelo explained these things to you?
this scene is funny to me because I think those are supposed to be burnt houses, but they're clearly just like way too small for anybody to live in,
Yeah.
and there's fire
It's
underneath
just
them.
random stacks of wood, really.
Yeah.
This looks like every field I've ever seen just like behind my house growing up.
Yep.
Yes.
And those that all do not look like the turtles. They look like they're way too thin. Like
Yeah.
now they do. They appear much more bulky.
Yeah. He says we lost one brother. And then Leonardo's a lot more dense than I remember him being.
Yeah.
Raphael just said you were missing a brother, and
Yeah.
the three of you were there.
He's not a good listener.
Yeah, that's his real problem. Too self-absorbed.
This is a lot of the bonanza joke.
Yeah, right.
Good noises there.
Yeah.
That whole sequence speaks again to what, like we talked about, how this movie is much sillier than the previous movies.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole sequence is 90 seconds of joke after joke after joke
Right.
after joke.
Watch out for the people.
Yeah.
Speaking Japanese. Sorry, when I said her first lines, I meant her first English lines
Yes.
in the movie.
Yes. Yeah. You don't weigh a lot.
Well, there's like 4 of the dudes, so
I'm gonna drop that guy in a big pot and get a stew going.
Yeah.
Carl Weathers steals a Ninja Turtle in ancient Japan.
I do appreciate this forest apparently has doors made out of leaves that you can just open.
Do you not?
in case you didn't know, New York.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Is that the only external shot of New York in the whole movie?
They do a couple
Yeah.
earlier, I think, don't they?
There was a subway train, but
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
of like the skyline.
Yeah, nothing above ground.
Everyone's always coming into this set.
That sweet ass jacket. Oh, is this the beginning of Right Hand Only? Maybe.
Yep.
It's so bad. But yeah, James, I mean, to your point, the jerky motion is extremely unnatural.
Yep.
Like, not in a way that lends itself to him being a mutant, but just in a way that's unconvincing. Completely.
But the mouth
that
moves
nice matte
pretty
painting.
well.
Yeah.
I think that the turtles actually have the same problem, where the heads actually move pretty fluidly and capture the way they're supposed to be speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the fingers and particularly the feet that look very, very cheap on this.
Mm-hmm. Texas Ranger.
Mm-hmm. I actually made the same joke in my head.
Yeah.
Little Chuck Norris and how.
You can tell he's bad too because he has a snide British accent.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like right now, I mean, every shot on this set, you don't see anything.
Yeah.
It's
everything's always
a door
close-ups.
frame, yeah.
Yeah. You don't get you see the big version of this set a little bit earlier in the movie, but they never really pan back out and look at it.
Right. And it looks, weirdly enough, to me like the castle scenes in Army of Darkness at
Oh my
times.
god, I wrote the same thing down.
Yeah.
Ooh. And again, cameras in close so no one speaks actually. Oh, way to break my rule. It's
He's
mostly
an extra. He
English.
doesn't have a name.
Shut up, Doritos.
But
Guys-
yeah, like the design of this castle
Yeah.
reminds me a lot of Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
How is a time traveling scepter thing supposed to help you win a battle?
Reasons, Max.
Why does he put up with this guy?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's
He's
oddly
jealous of his
accepting.
neck ruffles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing here is that this guy's coming to trade stuff with him,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
but he's refusing to trade stuff. So
Mhm.
why? Why is he still here? Like that just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Well, probably it's like, well, we made this journey all the way to frickin' Japan.
Right.
Well, why wouldn't he
Can't
just
leave until
go
we get
somewhere
something.
else? Like to another city?
Okay,
This is what I think.
yeah.
Like, I'm not saying why didn't the trader leave because he's trying to sell his stuff. I'm saying
Yeah.
why does the Daimyo put up with this dude? Like, get rid of him.
Yeah. That was weird. Like his eyes going all funky. That was weird.
Mhm.
Raphael getting all crazy faced because
Yeah.
he can't take an insult. Everybody.
Yeah.
That's Raphael.
This is kind of dragging right here.
Yeah.
A lot of like these like back and forth with the turtles always go on a little bit too long.
Ooh.
I'm kind of surprised that Donatello does not know Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of all the turtles,
Yeah, that
the
doesn't-
studious one.
Yeah.
Like I can imagine that joke going well if that was Leonardo. Like I'm like, oh, my thing's not up, but he already had his yeah, you're a piece of shit joke.
Still sweating up a storm there, pal.
Blouses.
It's great pantomime there. Yes.
Skinny Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. It's this whole sequence is odd. Because the turtles do their little bit of like Japanese racism there, and then these guys do their dumb foreigner act of yelling at somebody thing.
Yeah. And a caged and phony Banderas.
Yeah.
It's a sharp looking jacket, buddy. This was another weird joke in this movie. Like even for this movie, this is weird. And again, just the super silliness.
Yeah.
The wet willy.
Yeah.
We're time travelers now.
Yeah.
Right. We wrote another pizza joke for this scene, but decided to take it out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Man, he was practicing that naginata routine for days.
Yeah.
Right. I do
That-
like
that
to
is
make
a-
fun of.
A lot of fat jokes in one sequence
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Nah. Let's go.
Time travel equals mass displacement.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Like that guy's like, hey, how about me?
Yeah. None of these prisoners have made a peep.
No, they haven't. They're not even banging on the wall rhythmically to a musical sequence.
Yep.
Yeah, and I know it's a dungeon, but there's Dance whenever we're able.
What were you saying about the dungeon?
It's, I get it. It's a dungeon, but there's still nothing really to this set. I mean,
Just some posts and some chains.
some posts and some stone walls. I mean,
A lot of the sets in this movie look like something you'd find in an episode of like Hercules' Legendary Adventures from the
Right.
90s, or,
Yeah.
Xena,
Sorbo.
or Xena Warrior Princess,
Yeah. No, that's a good point, Max.
or maybe if Game of Thrones was filmed in the 90s as
That's
opposed
right.
to now.
Well, they really do look cheap.
yeah. I was gonna say this looks like True Dungeon.
Yeah.
Gen Con.
Well, funny thing about the whole it looks cheap. So, Golden Harvest, who's who financed this, they thought at this point the series it was done financially. So the budget for this movie was only like $20 million. So a lot less than the sequel, or excuse me, the previous film apparently. But despite this movie being absolutely panned by critics and regarded as the worst of the first three movies,
right.
this actually made twice its budget back. So.
Okay. You can see the jarring cuts in between each turtle or each person coming out.
Yeah.
But again, of all the things to nitpick in this movie, physics doesn't explain why they're all landed in pretty different spots.
Yep. They're all way different.
Then,
Yeah.
then that needs to account for the lateral movement.
Yeah.
Why it doesn't
Ryan,
make sense.
You're,
I know.
You're giving way too. They had time travel.
Right. I know. I
Are you
was
gonna
listening to
believe
the mass displacement discussion,
Are you gonna
Max.
believe
I was
that four,
listening.
average-sized Japanese men weigh the same as 6-foot-tall turtles?
Have you ever met an ancient Japanese man? Probably not.
No, but
Sit there and
there's some
ruminate on that, Max.
No, I'm saying there's pretty dense. Whatever. Pretty dense shells.
Here's again another sequence of 30
Jokes.
seconds of jokes hitting the same
Right.
topic
Right.
again and again and again.
Yeah, I don't know. I would estimate a turtle's weight at 600 pounds, probably.
They're pretty big. They're not as big as the bay turtles,
Oh, no, not even close.
which I have actually not seen.
The first one is so incredibly mediocre. I haven't seen the second. I do like that the turtles are much more differentiated in that movie. Like they're very, very different visually.
Yeah.
That's a trend that's I guess has been more of a thing since the mid 2000s onwards. Because originally the only differentiating between the turtles were
Bandanas?
No, they're weapons.
Oh, they're well,
They all wore red bandanas.
That's right. You're right.
But also they were also all in black and white. So
Right.
so
Yeah, how is he not anywhere near anyone else?
Yeah.
apparently this is all shot in Oregon.
Really?
This seems
Huh.
All right, he's green. Put him with the vegetables.
right.
Yeah.
This Kappa is just ripe.
Yeah.
Earth? That's a very 90s thing to say.
Yeah.
Oof.
Now this sequence looks like a guy in a suit walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, just lumbering around the little cage.
Okay, here, maybe too much here, but his neck cracking sound effect, I wonder if that was likely the celery snapping in the sound studio, but he's also surrounded by vegetables right then.
He is.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is a great little sweeping shot. I'm sad I'm not plot relevant.
This seems like a weird thing to spend a lot of time doing.
Yeah. Sexual attention from anthropomorphic amphibians really makes my day. Like this.
Wow, that was a
That's-
Wayne's World reference.
Yep.
Yeah. That sequence is really weird to me.
It is.
Yeah, that's always something that's various turtle things have always been that there's some kind of attraction between some of the turtles and April.
Yeah.
But they haven't, I mean, the other two movies haven't hinted at any of that
No,
kind
they
of stuff
haven't.
at
No,
all.
They didn't at
I
all.
think it was the animated series from a number of years ago actually has Donatello and April, because April's quite cast as like a younger girl.
Okay.
In that one, so I don't know.
Huh.
But still, weird.
Yeah. They make some bad jokes about it in the first Bay Ninja Turtles as well, but that's to be expected. He did make a Transformers movie where the Constructicons had balls. So
Yes. Yeah.
whatever.
No.
Yeah,
You have
once again,
lips.
just too much of these guys going on in a way that
Yeah.
doesn't help the movie.
Bandits.
No, those are just regular bushes.
Yeah. That's a lot of guys to sneak up on people that are
Trained
turtles
ninjas.
that are supposedly trained ninjas. Yes.
Right.
So Donatello is really the only one allowed to use his weapon because it's just a stick.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, Leonardo's swords are apparently very, very dull.
Mm. He hits him with the broadside.
Yes. Yeah. I'm
Like
sure
the-
they're defeated.
Yep.
Yeah.
They knocked him off the stage, so they're out of...
Yeah.
That guy made a really weird noise as he was flying through the air.
Yes, he did.
So
No.
something
You're
else.
ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember from the first two movies. Are the turtles constantly celebrating every time they whoop someone's ass
Yes.
in the first two movies? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like when they break up that mall fight,
Mm.
they're like, woo, yeah, woo, pizza.
Yeah. See, I have no real problem with them during these fights making jokes and acting
Yeah.
because there's stuff going on.
Yeah, yeah. No, I wasn't
No, I'm not. I'm not.
remembering.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you didn't like it. It just this fits more with what you would, I guess, from the cartoons that were out at the time, which these are clearly supposed
Right.
to be based off of, not the
Mhm.
comics and everything else. That fits much more with what they would do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I do like that joke right
Yeah.
there.
the guy actually says thank you. He says domo.
Yeah.
So something you kind of get from these fight scenes are the turtles are all very much kick-based, like Jean-Claude
Right.
Van Damme,
Right.
as opposed to punching.
Hmm. I wonder how they shot that scene.
Yeah.
Just with the sigh flying through the air.
Yeah.
Sigh fly.
I do like that she's just like, okay, I give up.
Yep.
No more arrows.
Yeah.
He can throw a sigh, which
Yeah.
is not what a sigh is used for.
He's clearly got unlimited of those.
Mhm.
Yep.
Somos amigos, lady.
Domo arigato, turtle roboto.
Yep.
I don't know. It's a big green thing. I say we should at least be cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a very distant relative of Hershey Jones from.
Jeez. Straight from LA. I love that we discovered the Hershey joke via the subtitles.
Yeah. Yeah. Carjack Malone.
Mm. Some pretty scenery.
Yeah. Looks fine. The feet thing I do like because it fits in with their feet
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
right there. I like that shot.
Devils and demons. He really is. I mean, to my young child brain, it was actually pretty difficult to identify him as the Casey Jones guy. when
Yeah,
was little.
I would not have known unless I looked it up on IMDb.
Yeah. No, I didn't pick up on that either.
What's his name? Elias Kotas or something?
Now we're in the Revolutionary War by this music.
Yes.
The music. That's okay. Let's talk about music. Overall, for me, this movie does okay with music. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
But there's a scene, very, very briefly. Spoilers. When Michelangelo goes into a burning house to save Yoshi, just before that, it goes to weird, like 90s bad synth music, just for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, Elias Koteas.
Look,
is
Those kites those kids had right there were clearly from modern times.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Were they like laminated?
Yeah. And have like metal wiring on the inside of them.
I didn't notice that. That's funny.
Yeah.
Let's shoot randomly into the air.
Well, he tells them to.
Oh yeah. So something
Scare
they
them
never
off and burn
something
all
that
their
they never
houses.
established in this movie is what the hell is the conflict between
Right.
the Shogun and
It's
the
never
villagers.
explained.
It was like he's a bad ruler, or they're not paying taxes, or something. It's just like
Right.
they're having problems.
Right.
Yeah.
It's drama. It's drama war.
Yep.
And
Well,
then at the end, it just kind of resolves itself, like, again, with no explanation.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and like, what is his son is running away at the beginning, trying to go somewhere else.
Right.
I think
And
he's trying to meet her.
So
She's there to get the. I can't remember, but no,
Yeah.
she is there to see him get captured.
All right. Monster. I remember little me was like, "Oh, Michelangelo has swords, not nunchucks. Can he handle it?"
So, fun fact. In the UK, scenes of Michelangelo using his nunchucks are censored because nunchucks are a banned weapon in the UK.
what do they? Did they just
I don't.
edit
I
the
don't.
whole
I
scene
can't.
out?
I didn't. I couldn't find out what they were replaced with, but I think it's like that's the scenes of him using the nunchucks as weapons, which he doesn't really do too much in this
Right.
movie.
No, he doesn't.
No.
That makes me want to get a hold of those scenes just to see what they did.
There's
Or
the
if maybe
Clint-
they're just cut somehow.
I think
don't
they're
know.
cut.
yeah. There's the Clint Eastwood joke that cuts to Western music for
Yeah.
a 2nd
Mhm.
here.
It's quite enough, Patsy.
Yeah.
Is your dad?
I like how there's the little slits under the
Yep,
mask.
I was gonna ask
so
you guys
see
about
that's what
those.
they're looking out for.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a nice callback.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. And once again,
Yeah.
Wet Willie.
I like how his hat is so stiff it takes out a window.
But yeah, and this set is just very generic, random hay,
Bamboo.
brown stuff.
Well, there's no. I mean, they don't really establish this set prior to lighting it on fire and burning
Yeah,
it. to the
right,
ground.
right.
There's the one shot from inside of the hut where Michelangelo's kept, but that's it.
Yeah.
Mm.
There are a lot of bandits.
Mm.
Yeah.
There are way more
I don't think
bandits
they're-
than soldiers.
Yeah.
I think they're more just like all the villagers.
Horsey go.
Ah, breakable scenery. My escape route.
Yes.
Caw, 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 cooloo.
Yeah.
Funny if each turtle did a different chicken dance from Arrested.
Yeah.
Yes. That'd be most excellent.
Yoshi, you're small enough to jump through that
Yeah,
window.
you can literally you can save yourself here.
Yeah.
What have you done, child? Like, there's the synth music.
Yep.
Oh yeah. But I think
There's-
it's also trying to vaguely sound Japanese.
Mm.
So it's got like weird whistles in the background, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I do like that all the bandits have
Masks.
different clothes,
Yeah.
but they're all like the same themed clothes. They're all blue and white.
Hmm.
So it's like they all got together and planned that out,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yep. Right. You wear the blue and white bandana.
Yeah.
All wear the blue and white scarf.
Mm. I remember little me.
Genuinely worried.
Yeah, well, just watching this scene and being impressed, being like, man, he risked his life for that little kid. That made
Yeah.
an impression on me. Also, Backdraft is what he's referencing there with Kurt Russell.
Yes.
Okay. I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't seen the Kurt Russell movie, probably because it's not a John Carpenter one.
Hmm.
Or Stargate.
Right.
Yeah, we're Stargate.
But yeah, I remember being a little kid just thinking like, wow, death by fire would be a horrible thing.
See, that seems really like out of character for Michelangelo. That seems like a much more like Raphael thing, and considering also like the bond that Raphael makes with the kid later on in the movie.
Right.
That would have made much more sense of like, I saved you. I'm gonna take,
Right. Take a shine.
take
to
a
you.
shine on you. Yeah.
Sure, you can take him, Leonardo.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a pen? I'm going to do a tracheotomy.
Oh god.
Oh.
I'll just have to use one of my swords.
Actually makes uses of the fact that I have a sword.
Right. I do like that she's freaked out by the giant green monster kissing her son.
Yes. Yes.
It's not a spell. It's just an acronym.
Yeah. Yeah, if you stand closer to me, time goes faster.
Right.
He has own gravitational field?
Yeah.
Ancient Japanese children are very dense, Max.
Yeah. Well, we know the men are dense because that's how the turtles have been transported.
Yeah. We've established this.
That kid weighs a
connecting-
solid 140.
We're connecting all the dots here, guys. It's all coming together. They look
So
like
what
they
was part of their diet that they're so dense?
Right.
Rocks.
Yep.
Good rocks.
Yeah, woo!
They look like they're all wearing bathrobes.
They
They're on their
are
way to an onsen.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is another sequence that takes way longer than it needs to.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I had a dream that I was a dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Yeah, we don't even have. We haven't seen the Indian or the leather guy or anybody else yet.
See, what they're trying to do here is hold the turtles to tipping over and have all the water drop out of their head.
Yeah.
So that's
Look.
how you defeat a Kappa.
There are nowhere near as many soldiers in this castle as there are bandits. I'm telling you.
Yeah, what kind of kingdom is this?
Pringles.
Look at these turtles. These all birdie, tiger.
Yeah.
That's a lot of nuts.
So this is another little interesting thing that never really expand upon. So he implies that, Kappas have messed up his family before in the past.
Yeah.
They never really say what exactly happened. Were they time traveling turtles, or was this supposed to be seeds for a sequel? Or
I don't know.
I wanted more about maybe a little flashback or something.
Right.
Yeah.
You need the good bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess maybe.
But my hair requires much product to keep looking this lustrous, so I need gold as opposed to silver.
My man requires a sacrifice.
Funny thing, though, there was supposed to be a fourth Turtles movie after this, but because of the reception and not making as much money as the previous two, there was not. They were going to introduce a fifth turtle named Kirby after the artist Jack Kirby.
That's dumb.
Very weird.
I mean, I appreciate the homage to Mr. Kirby, but
Yeah.
I think he had died just around this time. as well.
Okay.
Also, back about 30 seconds ago when Walker did the most badass thing in this whole movie and crushed a glass teacup in his hand and didn't lose a fucking finger. I actually really like the detest in Michelangelo's or Donatello's voice here. That made me laugh. I don't know.
No.
There's a lot of motion in his mouth when he speaks like that too.
Yeah.
They open it a lot. We're gonna cut my fingernails because they're hideous and awful.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like how it's written on rice paper.
Yeah.
Just a picture of a dick, guys. Calm down.
Yeah. He's like, wait, I'm confused. Are those men?
Wait, I'm confused.
No, they are Devo.
I'm in this movie twice?
Yeah.
I have long hair in the future? Hey there, blacksmith. Do you have the recipe for a time-traveling egg
Right.
timer?
Yeah.
I mean, scepter?
Bogus.
I do like that joke.
Yeah.
And I do like the callback that like the four of them often make dumb decisions together.
Yep.
So well, she could, start journalism in Japan very early.
She knows, just learn some calligraphy.
Yeah. I mean, she could make her future not family that shouldn't exist very rich.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I like that the next 30 seconds are basically her sexually torturing this guy. I'm just getting wet. I'm just going to stand here drenching myself. Don't worry about it.
You speak English. It's the 90s, so...
Yeah.
So, do you think this scene should have been followed by a cut that says month of May and then it shows flowers?
Yeah. That's a lot for that guy to ask.
Right.
Hey, let me fuck up space-time.
Yeah.
Continuum be damned.
I really want to watch this movie.
Yes. Yep.
This is a much more interesting movie to me. I'm glad to see that.
Sake.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot of Splinter's unbelievability that we keep talking about. I think his fur looks bad. It looks like a carpet to me. But yeah, here again, he's still in the car. He hasn't left the car yet.
Yeah.
I was so hoping for a brawl with Casey and these guys at some point. It just never happens.
Katanas versus goalie stick.
Well, they would. I mean,
I've
they would
always
have figured out to get them
Aha!
equalized. You know.
I'm always about watching someone in sweatpants beat up other people.
I like the screen poke.
Oh, again with the music,
The organ.
the organ playing in the background.
Mm. 60 hours.
Just in case you forgot, children.
Yeah.
Smithy son.
Yeah.
You're in my bubble, dude. I like this.
Get out of here.
You know, for the most part, though, the voice acting in this movie is appropriately hammy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pizza. That looks like the pizza I recently made.
Yeah.
I think it's funny how they also don't know how to make pizza, even though they love pizza.
Right.
Yes.
Well, they're probably not cooking it with ancient Japanese implements.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have different fire back then.
Yeah.
Different heating properties, right?
It's still an oven.
Yeah. I mean, it's fire.
I mean, I concede, but
That pizza was like a Chicago style. Ugh.
he looks naked here. Like he's holding
Yeah.
like his shell on.
right.
Yeah. I'm going to take you with me.
Right.
Again.
We're all, yeah.
Ugh. This nature's making me soft.
Yeah. And teenage turtles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this makes no sense considering he's the guy who's like, I'm gonna punch you in the face with my sai.
Yeah. Again, there's their, well-made kites.
Very bright too. A lot of reds and
Yeah.
not brown. I know that from somewhere. But where?
Yeah. Another 90s thing that was popular with kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now get lost. He picks him up and throws him like a javelin to the horizon.
Ryan's cat Dubs has decided to make an appearance again.
Unexpected guests.
I like that Raphael actually told him to go fly a kite.
Right.
What is this, Mary Poppins?
Why don't you go suck an egg, kid?
Yeah. Oh, we've never seen a kite before.
Yeah.
Or a Kappa flying one.
Yeah.
Slow motion explosions.
Yeah.
I do believe this was shot in Oregon. That's the beach from the Goonies.
The dummy making guy. This is the dummy delivery guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you need more dummies?
It's paint by number.
Yeah.
Daimyo.
Mr. Lays, I will be right back.
So he rode literally to say 2 sentences, I guess. That's enough. Got the message.
Prepare
across.
the papers. What kind of official documentation do you need?
That's not how that works.
No. Michelangelo's like, ooh, I'll
Kicks
surprise
her
her
off.
at the Tory.
Kicks
So-
her off the cliff. Whee!
These ninjas can't hear anyone sneaking up on them and can't avoid the sticks that are clearly separated out to form a path.
Right. Well, there's that whole scene in the second movie where the turtles have to sneakily remove all the bells from the mannequin while the fog's coming up.
Yep.
So
Raphael does that.
it establishes ninja skills in that movie that they've
Yeah.
apparently forgotten.
Right.
Time travel will do that to you.
Yep.
Yep. Sticks work differently in the past, just
That's
like
right.
fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have to trust you. You're the anthropologist.
That's why the fire doesn't work the same. It's because the sticks are different.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. You figured it out.
Oh God.
I like how he's totally like, oh yeah, Kenshin's your boy,
Mhm.
but I'm totally gonna try to make moves on you because he's in the future.
Yeah.
So we see Kenshin look at that poster right there. And it's interesting because the poster has a very specific color to it.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the movie, when he kisses Mitsu or whatever, the shot takes on a filter that matches that color.
Oh, very nice observation,
Yeah.
Ryan.
That happens now and again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes him to karaoke.
Again, I want to watch this movie.
Yeah.
This is so much better.
I'm surprised they don't have an actual like net.
Oh boy.
More sweatpants.
Jones, you best be wearing a cup, dog.
Yeah.
like again, this is absurd. It's funny, but this is absurd.
Yeah. I do like. I mean,
The organ music again is a nice.
Yeah.
touch.
Yeah. I mean, it's dumb because it's a callback that is just like 30 seconds before, but
Right.
they got all excited about the hockey because
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
fighting each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's
They're
funny.
warriors. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, hey, I know this.
Hey, we get to beat each other up.
Again, the empty castle.
Mm-hmm.
Dear diary, I love birds.
That's another.
Also, my hair killed 3 men today.
That's another weird quirk that they don't really develop with him, and it only shows up later in the movie.
At
Is
the
that he
very,
loves
very end.
birds, his boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got boys.
It's because he's jealous of those guys' hats.
Mm-hmm. Very bird-like.
A freshly seasoned document for you, sir.
I want a stamp like that.
I have one with my name in Chinese.
No, I want a stamp that's a little figurine of myself.
Oh, it is, yeah.
No,
Mine's a dragon.
the best stamp that exists in all of reality is the stamp from Top Secret, which our good friend Jordan from the Spider-Man episode got me a real version of. It's just a stamp that says, find him and kill him,
Yeah.
which is the best.
No, my dad went to China a couple years ago for business and brought me back a stamp with my name and I believe it's Mandarin.
That's cool.
And the handle is like a dragon.
Oh,
Nice.
really? That's sweet.
Yeah. So it says Maxim.
Mm.
So I stamp all my RPG books with it.
Nice.
Okay.
Part of me wants to start signing checks with it.
Yeah.
Thump, thump, thump. Hmm.
Yeah, that looks the same.
Did they just take the timer out of like a random board game to put inside that scepter?
Looks like it.
Oh, get it?
Oh, it's Japan.
This is where Godzilla came from. Gojira.
It's
Why do they have a well inside the house?
Well, that way you can just go to the bathroom directly into your water supply.
Ah, perfect.
I also like that scepter is clearly not made out of metal.
No, it's just some bamboo with some glass.
I feel like that guy on the right would have been a better Toad in the Mario movie than, I don't know.
He looks more like Toad.
Yeah.
Yep.
That outfit makes him look way more like Toad.
Mm-hmm.
Also, shouldn't
More than
April,
Mojo Nixon.
Shouldn't April have already been stuck in the past?
Wait, what?
April gets teleported 12 hours before the turtles do.
Yes.
So
They're like, how does it... Time travel, how does it work?
Yeah, but they said they have to be here for 60 hours. So by the time they're stuck, April should already be 12 hours past her time to be stuck in the past.
Oh, God. Don't make me apply that much logic.
Well,
No, I missed that.
movie.
Was it really 12 hours difference?
they when she is there, the Splinter says we have to wait. We'll wait by the scepter every 12 hours
Yeah.
to see if
Mhm.
when we go. So
Oh, that's because Donatello's just like, make sure someone's here to
Yeah.
get my things.
but presumably
I don't think it was 12, maybe a couple, but...
it says 12.
No,
So-
no. I'm saying I don't think April's been gone that long, but...
I took it as when they said every 12 hours. Presumably the scepter only worked every 12 hours.
No. I think
12 is
that was just a way
is
of like
divisible of 60.
that was just a way of like, please sit and hold the scepter for the next 60 hours.
Right,
So
because
like, we'll try to prepare it so we,
the movie implies that you can read the words on the scepter and it activates, right?
correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I promise I will never die.
Yeah. That has some really terrible implications with this scene, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. Yoshi, have
This is where I keep all of my turtles.
right. And you're next. Just puts him down there.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm hiding from Christoph Waltz down here.
Yeah.
That's one of the best scenes in cinema. Period. It's that opening scene in *Inglourious Bastards*.
I want more reptile jokes like that.
Yes. The village was clearly on fire earlier in there. They apparently built them all in the last,
Statue of Cottage.
4
How
hours.
long could it take?
yeah. Just grabs it and chucks it down the well.
Yeah, right. That's where we put the last one. To go with the whole 90s thing, she should have said, I can't believe it. It's not butter. Blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun.
I like how Michelangelo gets the very uncharacteristically stern tone here.
Yeah.
But still, like, is that for real? Like, just completely breaks the tension of that entire scene. You could have just said, like, Mitsu, is that true?
Yeah.
But
It's always the old guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's always the
I
old
must
man's
remove
fault.
all female agency from this movie.
Meat soup.
They just need to pull a mask off of him and say "Old Man Smithers."
Yep.
Yeah. Brr. No. I want to be flustered. So he's knife to her throat.
I couldn't kill you if I wanted to.
Ref, throw your other side.
Yeah.
They don't have shoes, so they can't throw those.
No.
The Gothic castle?
Yeah.
So what?
Still does not look
Okay,
like the
so-
same actor who
No, it
plays
doesn't.
Casey.
Bring
They did
Kenshin
a
to the
good
castle.
job of, like... Well, I mean, maybe not a good job.
Hmm.
The makeup is too good. It's too good.
Yeah.
It's really
Better
just the
than
facial
Suicide
hair.
Squad.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
They've already done, like, unlike teasers for future stuff, that have already put, like, the Academy Award-winning DC universe.
Oh.
Good Christ.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
I don't care what you call your bong.
I'm glad to see that she's in her obligatory bandit clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, blue and white.
Blue and white.
Ooh, almost got you.
Well, yeah, I always have a dagger on hand.
Good thing that Crunchers there was able to keep her from attacking him.
Yeah. Guy on the right looks Filipino.
Please, you must tell me, Kettle Chip.
Right.
Yeah. Killed.
Was that a midget or just a young person?
I think it's just a young person.
Okay, that was weird. They looked very disproportionately odd.
She's not as
Or
dense.
proportionally odd. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Do you think that his fanner is also his sandwich maker?
Probably.
JK, I do have it.
Yeah.
Right, Better
Yeah.
Mid?
Right. I mean, he is royalty. He's got to have sandwiches coming in from somewhere, right?
Yeah. Butlers for days.
The Butler cast?
All the soldiers are outside right
Right.
now.
I guess it's with this bird thing, I guess.
Yeah, he likes birds.
Boyd's.
I do
You
like
know
that
what?
using climbing equipment.
Yes.
This shot, the same camera trick that was used in the, an Eminem video from a while ago, Without Me.
Oh, okay.
If you look, their bandanas were falling toward the wall, meaning they were just crawling on the
Oh, it's
ground.
a Dutch angle, yeah.
Yeah. And the camera was turned sideways. I didn't notice that before.
It's interesting this guy has like a cell of cats.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, just killer ventriloquism skills from the turtles.
Yeah.
Either that or they're just like petting cats furiously.
I like that image better.
They're petting them backwards. They're pulling their fur backwards.
Right.
Meow, dude.
I'm sorry, but are you saying meow?
Yeah.
Just listen up, meow. Turtle thong.
Yeah.
Don't call her babe.
Yeah, don't do that. No, don't say those things. Birds. Very unhappy birds.
Yeah. You know, the Mr. Witt version of Casey Jones in this movie is one of the best acted parts in the whole movie. That and Walker.
Yeah,
Like normal Casey Jones is not acted well at all.
He's like, I'm just a guy who likes hockey with long hair.
But how well
I'm
can you act
Jabroni
in sweatpants?
Right.
I like that April O'Neil is cosplaying Zelda right now. Or Link.
Link?
Yes.
I was like, wait a second.
Wait, I thought the man in the green hat was named Zelda.
Is that a plum?
Yes, that is exactly what that is. Maybe a pluot.
What?
It's like a combination of a plum and a...
Kumquat?
I think
no,
so.
it's something else. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very tasty.
One thing that I do appreciate through the whole movie is that the turtles are incredibly talented at fighting.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They do just
Be
show
terrible
up
if they weren't.
and wreck everything.
Yeah.
There's no real fights that go on where they're like, oh no,
Yeah.
we're almost going to
yeah.
lose
Yeah.
because we suddenly forgot how to fight.
Yeah, or
Which-
they're too good of a fighter against us.
Yeah.
Which lends to the explanation of why they're often quipping in mid battle. It's
Yeah.
because they're not
Or
even being
the-
challenged.
Or
Yeah.
that they're morons. Because all they know how to do is fight.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they're very good at it, right?
I do
Yeah.
like the idea that they are morons too.
Right. So that
They act
affords
like
them
it.
the time to make jokes while
Like,
fighting.
Yeah.
Donatello's the smart one, but actually he only has like average human intelligence.
Yeah. Here's a Wayne
Yeah.
Newton joke, an Adams Family joke.
in the same scene.
Yes. Although I will say that as a child, I was aware of the Adams Family, if only through the NES Fester's
Oh my god.
Quest NES game.
Fester's Quest. Holy hell. I wanted
if
that game
either of you
so
say
bad.
anything bad about either Adams Family movie, we are going to throw
Oh no, I
down
love
after
them.
this
Those are
movie.
some of my favorites.
I still have Fester's Quest, Ryan. If you'd like to play it.
We're playing Fester's Quest, and I will not accept no for an answer. I obsessed over that game.
It was really hard.
Ooh,
It's because
you're
it was on
gonna have that
Nintendo. Everything was hard.
Max, quit watching the movie. We're talking about Fester's
Yeah,
Quest.
damn it.
Sorry. I haven't played Fester's Quest.
Over here. Eyes on me.
Although I have played a lot of Addams Family Pinball.
Dude, the fucking Ninja Turtles game on NES was impossible.
Yeah.
That's said about any NES
Yeah.
game.
I like this, though.
Someone hit me on the slant.
But it again lends to the discussion that even if they weren't great at combat, they're almost in this context indestructible to these guys. So what does it even matter?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So here we see a lot of slow fights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Slow kick-based fights.
Right.
But yet they're still strangely agile in the suits.
Right.
Yeah, I think I just did a backflip.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not. I don't know what the actual term is. But the term for it is. But this is before practical fight scenes were shot with like frame skipping, where they just remove a couple of frames to make things look faster.
Oh yeah.
And then a lot of baseball puns.
Yeah.
It is Japan. They love baseball.
No, yeah, this is true.
Yeah. I really wonder how much less silly this movie would feel if the ridiculous sound effects weren't throughout the movie.
A little bit less.
There aren't that many, though.
There's a lot more than you'd think, because they're not just in the fight scenes.
There's a lot of, like, stock footage of, like, children, stock sound effects of, like, children running through the park or whatever.
Like that kick was. There's a lot of overly whooshy, like hand motions.
And like when he throws the pizza as a frisbee, when it hits both of them, it does a both like a doink doink between the two of them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the whole movie is so much more silly.
Again, it's a kids movie, so you have to expect some kind of silliness.
Yeah,
I agree.
but
Also,
I think
it's an early '90s kids movie,
Right, to
So
Ryan's-
look what else came out this year. Flintstones. That movie is packed full of sound effects.
right, but there hadn't been two movies previous to Flintstones establishing it as less silly.
right.
True.
And that's what kind of jarred me as a kid. Was like, wow, this is way sillier.
All these bandits forgot their clothing.
Right.
Yep. And now we're in the full-on Army of Darkness mode.
right.
Yes.
Right. See guys
Run
in the blood
away!
coming out.
Let's
Get the hell out of here!
Yeah. These bandits remembered their clothes.
In the far background, there's a guy just walking back and
Yep,
forth.
walking
there.
back and forth on the walkway.
Yep. Again, another odd choice for
The
music
Dag-
that doesn't match
Yeah.
with
The
everything
Daigo
else.
has front row seats.
Yeah, because what would you call that music? That's almost like Patton-esque, like military music.
Yeah, this is like
I haven't
stage
actually seen
music.
Patton, so I don't know.
That's what I would call this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Bucko.
You don't see Leonardo often use just one
Right.
sword. so
True.
this is kind of nice. It feels like he's fighting someone who's his equal also.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the only actual sword fight that occurs in this movie. That's
and
worth
it's still
anything.
slow.
Yeah, it's still really
Yeah.
slow.
Well, he's pretty much like the Shredder of the movie
Yeah.
for reasons unbeknownst.
Man, I looked just at a couple of pictures from the first movie before you guys got here, and I really liked the way Shredder looked in that first movie. I very much liked his helmet. I look at the lighting that he's often shown in. Very cool.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
they
thought
make
so.
him terrifying in those
Yeah,
first two
he's
movies.
super ominous.
And then when he becomes Super Shredder in the second movie or
Yeah.
whatever it is, he's still looks
Portrayed by
pretty cool.
Kevin Nash, the wrestler.
right,
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Steve Cuff is nodding his head in approval.
right,
I'm sad that he didn't refer to more people as jabronis then.
right.
He was in for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
He's defeated by falling timber.
Woo.
Oh,
And you ring my bell.
the Diamo is now deaf.
Yeah.
I like that you worked a Tiny Toons into that joke. The audience is now deaf. I do like the. I don't know.
So
The
this
synchronized
theoretically
duck.
could kill him.
Yes.
Ah,
I'm good with that joke.
yeah, that one's all right
Yep.
by me.
Yep. Yeah. There you go again. Them just cracking wise in like the middle of a fight, having
Right.
fun.
Yep.
I mean,
A really good joke. Yeah.
Mm.
So this is just when the Phantom was having. Well, Phantom had just come out, I think.
he captured Robin Hood.
Phantom's great. I like Phantom. I saw that. Kayla and I went and saw that last year, I think.
Oh wait, we gotta be doing our jobs now.
Wait, 18 guys with guns showed up. All 300 of us stopped fighting.
Right.
I'm sure they have unlimited shots.
With their blunderbusses.
Yeah.
Blunderby? Is that what that would be? No.
No, blunderbusses.
Blunderbussies? Blunderboxing.
My hair commands it.
Yes. That's a blunderbuss. That guy has one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Because he's like a totally different actor. This guy, it feels like
that's an impressive beard.
Okay, here's
but
the deal with this
about
guy
him.
right now.
Yeah.
Going.
Which guy?
That
Pringles?
No, not Pringles.
Captain Pringles?
The dude that wants to
Wint
that wants to get with April.
Yep.
How he's like, that wasn't part of the deal that you shoot her.
Wint, yeah.
Do you think that you betraying her, murdering her 4 best friends,
Right.
and then going forward in time with her is really going to work out?
I think at this point he assumes he's not going to go back forward in time with her. She'll be stuck here and be like, hey girl, you're stuck back in time with me.
Right.
Everyone else is a
So
misogynistic dick except me.
Even worse.
Right.
Like,
Another thing I want to know from you guys what you think. When Leo ducks in his shell in a moment here, is it stop motion? Is it
It
a
looks
stop motion
terrible.
shot?
it looks terrible.
It looks terrible. I thought it might be CGI for a second, but it's bad. It's really bad.
You guys.
It almost looks like they have a copy of the costume independent from the shell, and the shell is in the foreground, and he ducks behind it.
Right.
Yep.
Which would be the same technique as Kurt Russell getting in and out of that frickin' sub.
Yes.
Who brought that cannon?
And why is it already aimed at Leonardo?
Yeah. Do you know how heavy that thing would be?
Obscenely. Approximately 1 turtle.
Yes.
Raphael, stop trying to come
So you can send a cannon back instead of a turtle.
Yes. They just need to pick up a single Japanese guy.
Right. All right, let's watch this
real
closely. Here it comes.
I remember as a kid being super impressed.
Yeah,
by
it
this
looks
stuff.
like it's
just in front
separate.
of him.
Yeah. Yeah, that must have been stop motion.
Yep.
That's bad, you guys. Yeah, so Norinaga is okay. Again with the Wet Willy thing. It's Pavlov's pirate. Is that what that was?
Yeah, apparently.
But yeah, Norinaga he's dead.
He's gone.
He's dead. He's been liquefied. His brain is mush. Another 80%
Don King joke.
80% of the jokes in this movie are, oh look, 90s reference.
Yeah. I do like the Don King joke.
Yeah.
Because as an adult,
that was the one
funny.
joke that made me laugh.
Yeah.
We need to have oh no, like that thing looks like a yo-yo ball, or hey look, that gross stuff looks like gack.
Hey,
Yeah.
skip it.
There already was a yo-yo joke. He gave him a
Well,
yo-yo.
that wasn't really
Yeah.
a joke, but yeah, it was fine.
Laser tag.
Yeah.
A couple years back, The Simpsons did a episode where Marge and Homer were in college in the early 90s or the mid 90s, and I've never felt so old. 'Cause I can remember everything.
Oh, man.
Because it was like grunge music, and like Homer's dad ran a laser tag arena. And I was just like, oh, God. Marge had hair like Rachel from Friends.
Oh,
jeez.
nice.
I love it if just inexplicably in one scene, Leo's swords were covered in gore, and they just never explained why.
I think that would only work for this movie if it was like green or blue or something like. It's obviously an alien because this is a PG movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it'd just be funny.
Yeah.
Like someone managed to sneak a frame of it in.
Yeah.
I think maybe aside from Flintstones, this is probably our first or second PG movie.
Yeah.
This has to be the second. I don't think another one has been rated
No.
thusly. Oh, so I don't know what made me think of this, but earlier when they were at the river, before they were unmasked by Mitsu or whatever.
Way, like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking that it looked similar to the location from Ravenous. Then it made me happy.
Because
I knew it would make James angry.
Yes.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
The fight scene by the river in the waterfall. They're like looking for Michelangelo still.
Mm.
I do appreciate that he likes his birds this much.
Yeah, it's a nice little throwaway.
Yeah.
Corey has you.
Yeah. There you go. Work together.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Ninjas.
Yoink. Like that and like the Death by Catapult.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh no.
Army of Darkness. Okay, no. Okay, watch as he's falling.
Yep. And then gone.
They make the splash noise to
Yeah.
really go for it.
I like how he's looking out at the screen when he says, "Don't bungee jump without a bungee."
Yeah.
I was happy that his birds didn't die with him.
Yes. All of the liver spots on the turtles weird me out. They
I
all
don't
look
see them
bad.
as liver spots. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but
Well,
that
they're not,
just
I
seems
know
like
they're not
weird.
liver spots. But they
Yeah.
look like liver spots.
Yep. What causes liver spots?
Ghosts.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if it's like drinking excessively, we might be in. That might be our future.
Maybe dire
Yeah.
straits.
Except for we just yellow as opposed to green.
Oh, well, at that
Yeah.
point, we can just call them podcast spots.
There you go.
Podcast spots.
Pod spots.
Podpox?
Pod
Get the pod box.
Oh, that's a thing now. We got the podpox. James, we went. Was it you that was there with us at the DIA, Detroit Institute of Arts, where we went to the samurai exhibit?
Yes.
That was a good exhibit.
It was a good exhibit.
That was also a good exhibit.
It was-
I was not with. I did not know you guys at that
Yeah.
point, but I went on.
It was
a
smaller
date
than I
there.
thought it was going to be.
Story of my life. But yeah.
Yeah.
it was good.
Hey!
But no, that was a good exhibit.
Yeah.
The armor sets that they had there were 100 times cooler than they show in this movie.
Yeah.
Very,
Mhm.
very cool.
Yep.
Casey.
Casey-san.
Literally, yes, you can.
Yeah.
You came here without the others.
Yes.
Where everybody knows your name.
Again, why did we not watch this movie?
You know what would have been a good decision? The entire end credits should have been what happened, like what
Yeah,
Casey did
what
with these
Casey
guys.
did with these guys instead. Yes.
Central Park carriage rides, like
Yeah.
sword fighting on the
Right,
carriage
right.
rides in Central
Yes.
Park.
That would feel like something that would happen if the movie was made nowadays.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was alarmed slash impressed with how much of this movie I remembered when I started watching it for the show.
I
And I was like,
hadn't
wow,
seen
I
this in
actually... Go ahead.
20 years, so I remembered very, very little as opposed to the turtles seeing the scroll of the kappa.
Okay.
I remembered a lot. And
I remember the biggest thing I remember was the Leonardo going inside of his shell.
Even though I hated this movie, I was still watching all three fairly religiously when I was little.
I had a VHS copy of Secret of the Ooze, so I watched that one
Same.
a lot.
Same. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I probably had seen the first one and the third one once.
The second one's the one I watched the most.
Yeah. Well, it's cool because it has Toka and Razor,
Yeah, it's got them.
the villains that no one pronounces their name the same way.
No. Oh,
Sad Michael Ranger.
gets his heart broken.
Receipts.
Just receipts everywhere.
Yeah.
Receipts for all the turtle costumes. Why can't they bring their clothes back with them?
Yeah.
Durstener. And there's no pizza
Yeah.
in Japan.
Don't explain the ethics of time travel to me, Leonardo.
Yeah.
The best fourth wall breaking time travel discussion in any movie is from Looper.
Yeah, where they're just like, don't worry about
they're
it.
just like, don't worry about it. Which is an excellent movie. Rian Johnson, who is directing episode 8.
Correct. Who has directed episode
Yes.
8.
Oh, yeah, because it's done.
It's done now.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be out in a handful of months.
He doesn't know what that means.
Right.
Oh.
Sinister, yeah. Hey, oh, way, bippity boppity.
I do like the idea that the turtles and these guys would just regularly swap places every once in a
Right,
while.
yeah. Time
I mean,
traveling here.
There's
Hey.
really no reason they couldn't.
Yeah.
Which would explain why they're in the scroll already,
Maybe, yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Although
I think
traveling
that's-
to
I
a
think
different
that's what it
slice of time.
implies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole get naked part for a while there is weird. This happens way faster than earlier in the movie, right?
Yeah, it's just like right away.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have any stupid jokes to draw it out with.
True.
Just hand grabbing.
Yep.
Oops, I'm stuck in the past.
Yeah.
Ben K gets to stay like he wanted to.
Yeah.
He can watch as much TV as he wants.
Bad guy.
He looks like Fabio right there.
He does.
This is as close as Splinter comes to leaving that fucking rail car.
Yeah.
he's on the porch.
He's on the periphery.
Yes. And everyone's looking around. Yeah.
Ben K.
Yeah.
I'm going back to the bar.
Yeah.
They have Galaga.
Around this time, they might have the Terminator 2 game where you got to shoot the gun at all the Terminators.
Mm. This is a very
And the
90s
scepter's
soundtrack.
broken.
Oh, it's Borks. No more time traveling for the turtles.
Yeah.
It is? Oh.
Yep.
God damn it, Splinter. You're so disappointing.
Mm-hmm. Plus, she's got like some Kowalski sausages attached.
What?
What?
For the nunchucks.
Okay. Well, from the second movie, Combat Cold Cuts.
That's
Yep.
true, yeah. Just hits him with the scepter.
Cold Cuts. Bonk. Fucking just Tiger Woods is him in the head. Just whack.
Wham.
Hey, what can he must stop?
I do like that the scepter isn't broken in the past
Right.
because it gets broken in the future.
Yep. So we're going to have like a end of Mario Brothers where Kenshin or
Comes back.
comes back and
You'll never believe what happened.
Yeah.
This was hilarious to me. Hooky. That cracks me up.
Yeah.
He goes into that room and commits seppuku.
I also do like that he comes back or he comes through the past in those shorts.
Right. Here. Right there.
Yeah.
Same color as the poster.
Yep.
That
Which
right
is a
there,
weird thing.
Ketchup filter.
That right there again makes the movie feel old.
Yep. That.
It's like, yeah, why won't you ever leave that car?
Right.
I'm a psychic rat. I can know things like where the scepter is in the past.
So
Yeah.
more. Right hand still. Lots of right hand.
I'm just repeating things you say, Michelangelo. I'm
Yeah.
feel better.
Cable was a big deal back when this movie
It was,
came out.
yeah.
And here we go. More turtle dancing.
Yep. I literally don't look to the left.
Yeah.
The turtle dancing honestly doesn't bother me as much because I mean,
It's a kid's movie.
Well,
Yeah.
that, but I mean, they are goofballs. Like they're they're
Yeah.
close and they're goofy, and that to me, I mean, it's maybe a little more weird because they're male, but typically that sort of interaction with a close set of siblings is more something you'd see with
Interestingly
females.
enough, Casey Jones, first one cast,
Yep.
then April.
Mm-hmm. Sab Shimono.
The actors playing the turtles aren't until after that. And we're into like the technical crew before you get to the voices of people who play the turtle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Robbie Rist and Brian Tochi are the only actors who are voice actors who do the turtles in all three movies.
Mhm.
There you go.
Corey Feldman returning as Donatello. So,
Who apparently gets an but not enough money.
yeah, I think it was more of like his return to the series after his very, very public struggle with drugs at the
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
'Cause this is 3 movies within 4 years. So,
I didn't realize that they cranked them out that quickly.
yeah, it was 90, 91, and 93.
Mm.
So,
So this was 2 years after Backdraft, in case you're wondering.
okay.
For that joke to be made.
So is that scene?
Well-
Is that a Back to the Future draft scene?
Oh boy.
Alrighty. So
Yeah.
that wraps up
With
another episode
that nugget
of
from James.
Good Brews, Bad Views. View again, brew again. James.
I will never watch this movie again.
Yeah.
I watched this movie twice today. It is
Same.
currently 3:15. I watched it. I began watching this 12 hours ago.
Oh boy.
So I think that I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good for a while. Brew again. I will never personally buy this beer.
Mm-hmm.
If someone did have this beer around and they offered me one, I would drink it.
Yeah. Yep. All right. As far as I go, yeah, not gonna watch this again. I couldn't tell you the last time I'd watched the Ninja Turtle movies before this. It's been long time. The Michael Bay live action ones I have no interest in watching, and these ones I can't really see anything going back. I might go back to the first one just because it's been again like 20 years since I've seen it.
Yeah.
As far as brew again, I don't think I'll buy this on my own, but I definitely will drink it again. Scotch ales I'm very hit or miss with. It's weird because Scotch ales are probably one of the I don't want to say rare beers on the shelf, but there's not a lot of them on the shelf. Like I know some breweries will opt to go the ones that I feel like have the Scotch ale on the shelves have them because no one else has them. Like Founder's Dirty Bastard is probably the most popular Scotch ale I know of.
Right.
And Scotty
good.
Karate,
Yeah.
I think I've seen this one or at least heard of it. But they're very malty beers, which I'm very hesitant on. It's not a flavor that I particularly enjoy too much.
Okay.
So I do enjoy the bourbon barrel aged quality of this one. Probably maybe a little more than Dragon's Milk. It's not as malty as Dragon's Milk, but it has more of the bourbony flavor to it.
I'd agree with that.
So I can really appreciate that, but I don't know. I mean, this is another great beer from Dark Horse. We've had them a couple times on the show already. We had them for Plead the Fifth and a couple other things.
I really liked Plead the Fifth, if I remember.
Yeah, that was a good smoked porter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of one of the sad things. It's about the tail end of winter here, and which means no more porters and stouts for me at least, because I don't like drinking them in the warmer months. So, but yeah, good beer. I'll drink it again, but I'm not gonna like go out and buy it. And Ryan, your movie, your beer.
My movie, my beer. Well, the movie, I couldn't agree more with you guys. I don't ever want to watch this movie again. Again, this is the first bad movie memory that I can remember. Max, you're pointing.
Astoria, Oregon.
Oh, nice. And the beer was chosen just to try and link it to the movie. Obviously, Scotty Karate. But it is good. But kind of where I was leading earlier was that I'd rather do a Backwoods Bastard or a Dirty Bastard over this any day. It's still very good though. But if I have my choice at the store, I'm going to get one of those two from Founders instead.
Yeah. I mean, Scotch ales are tasty, but they were like, I'm not going to have them all the time. It's maybe like a couple times a year kind of beer for me, just because of the flavor palette. I don't know. It's just not what I prefer. You know, I'm a big hophead. So
Right. Yeah, you are.
With this one, I like the flavor, but it'd be hard for me to drink another one of these. And I actually think it would be hard for me to drink another beer relatively soon after drinking one of these two.
Yeah, it's a filling beer, and
it leaves a lot of taste behind.
Right. There's a lot there.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
No.
It's just a thing.
It's just a thing. Also, I'd like to point out that on our Amazon Prime rental of this, it says starring Eliza's Kotas, and
Right. So that makes me wonder, are they just like the Amazon, do they have like an algorithm that reaches out to some database, probably IMDb, and looks at a character and says, okay, this character is played by this actor. Yep. This character is played by this actor.
Probably, yeah.
Twice.
And I know I don't think Corey Feldman helped directed this
I don't think so either.
For the $1,500 he got for providing the voice.
Yeah, Amazon, you're a little behind the game. And how on earth is this rated 4 stars on Amazon?
Yeah. I don't know. IMDb 4.8.
Yeah, not great. It's
Something interesting about the description on Amazon is it mentions like they've defeated Shredder, but Shredder is never mentioned.
Yeah,
in the
not
movie.
No, but are still forced to hide in the depths of the subway system. That tells you literally nothing about this movie.
Okay,
Yep.
right. And also, that was just the one external shot of New York, that entire movie.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Just
other,
the
other
one.
than that bar face, but that's probably
That was an internal shot.
That's as external New York as
As it got.
as Seinfeld is.
As Seinfeld is, yeah.
Fair.
Yep.
But all right. So again, thanks for joining us. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Please rate and give us comments. Apparently, that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, ratings are a big deal. Comments are less a big deal.
Yeah.
But ratings are the big deal.
And then check us out on gbbbvpodcast.wordpress.com. And we'll see you guys next time as we finish up this trilogy with my bad movie.
Max's turn.
Yep. All right. Later.
Adios. Goodbye.
See ya.